What are micro-influencers? Why should we work with them? Today we'll talk about 5 benefits of partnering with these types of creators. This is Brett Owens with Afluencer, and let me share with you today what's working in the field of micro-influencer marketing in the year 2023. What we have going today are significant benefits of working with micro-influencers as opposed to that traditional large-scale, expensive, potentially splashy big name influencer, which is really kind of code name for a celebrity that we're thinking of in the past. Influencer marketing has changed. Today, it's all about the micros. What are the benefits of working with these types of more focused, more down to earth, more relatable, more, shall we say, partnering friendly types of partners? The first benefit of working with micro-influencers is that they have higher engagement rates. Now, what is an engagement rate and why do we care? An engagement rate is the average number of likes and comments that an influencer is getting on their post. If someone has 1 million followers, we're talking about a celebrity, they're not necessarily known by their followers, so whether or not that person who is following that account engages or not, who knows? The engagement rate tends to be lower on these large-scale accounts. However, you're still paying for all of those followers. Now, if we go downstream to the micro-influencers, the advantage of partnering with someone with, say, 10,000 followers is that they are naturally more engaged. They know their followers. They literally know them because they're bantering back and forth every day. They post something on their feed. Somebody comments, the micro-influencer's responding. It's really that person responding to is not just their publicity person. So we have more authenticity. They've got the same followers who are commenting day after day, and these people do get to know each other in this typical, not too personal world of the internet. So it's kind of a cool connection that micro-influencers end up having with their followers. So that's what we as brands are buying into. We're getting into this localized community, which is represented by this higher engagement rate. So again, the fact that we're seeing more likes and more comments on an average post from a micro-influencer tells us as marketers that's where we want to be. We want to be in that conversation with that micro-influencer recommending our product to their followers. Now, the second benefit in doing so, we get access to these niche communities. Bigger influencers and celebrities, as I've mentioned, they've got diverse audiences. That's great for them. But us as marketers, we want hyper focus. If I have a beauty product, I want to be hyper focused on a beauty micro-influencer who is doing nothing but posting about beauty products all day long to his or her followers, usually her followers, who are doing nothing but watching beauty products come through their feed all day long and then buying those beauty products. If I'm selling a travel product, I want nothing else than somebody who only posts about travel, and I want to reach followers who are only consuming travel information and only spending their money on travel. This is kind of marketing 101. It got lost a bit in the internet age. Now it's coming back home where we're hyper focusing on these niches, whatever we want to call them. But we are saying, hey, that's the type of person I'm trying to reach. And in order to reach them, I'm going to find a micro-influencer who only talks about sports, only talks about health, only talks about fitness products, talks about CBD and wellness. I want to find the person that is the ideal focus for my product. I want to get into that community. The third benefit of working with micro-influencers, we can do so on a budget more effectively, and our money will go farther. So for the large-scale influencer, we're talking thousands of dollars, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars simply to sponsor a post. With the micros, we are much more manageable. We can do things under $500, often under $200 per post. I've had great videos created, reels in Instagram lingo, created by micro-influencers for as little as $200, $100. And I'm talking about micro-influencers who have had over 10,000, sometimes over 100,000 followers. That is where the value is today in the internet marketing world, is with the micro-influencers. Again, we're already getting that better focus, and we're actually paying less to reach a more engaged audience than we would be if we were throwing our money at the big time influencers. The fourth advantage of working with micro-influencers is that we can run a more authentic campaign. When I work with my micros, I basically give them the keys to our brand and I say, you know what we're about. I want you to go ahead and basically film a commercial. Go ahead and do what you do, create wonderful content. You know how best to present our brand to your followers, so go ahead and do it. And that's what I encourage many of the brands that we work with to do as well. To say, hey, you're the creator, I trust you, go ahead and create. And because we are working with micros, they're going to be more authentic because that's what they are all about. They're creating this content. They are their own brand, if you will. This is their feed, this is their content. And when they're presenting your product to their followers, they're gonna put their own spin on it, and you better believe it's gonna be authentic. That is what sells today. It's kind of the only thing that sells, with the entire world very cynical, nobody wanting to hear anything from a corporation, people sniffing out corporate type messages that larger influencers may deliver. It's all about the micros. It's all about these authentic campaigns. The fifth key benefit of working with micro influencers is that they are hustling. They have not yet established themselves as A-list celebrities, not have 1 million followers. For you and I, looking to hire these types of people, that's what we want. We want people who are hustling. As I mentioned in the last point, we want people creating authentic content, and we want partners who are working really hard to sell our product and to sell our brand and to put our brand in the best light possible. So they're gonna align their content as best they can with our brand, because that's part of the hustle. That's what they're about. They wanna get out there, they wanna sell, they want more collabs with us, they want more collabs with other great brands out there. They're on a kind of a prove-it contract where they're working with us. They might only have a one-time shot. So I've hired them, say, to do a reel. They're gonna do their best. They're gonna bust the you-know-what to create such a good video, such a good post that I'm gonna wanna work with them again. So that's the great thing about the micros, kind of on that prove-it contract, that prove-it mentality. They're hustling. They're gonna align their content as best they can to help sell our brand, and that's why we are working with them. That's why we love them, and that's why when they do a great job, we're gonna say in a month or two, hey, let's do that again, let's partner up again. So in summary, today we've talked about the 5 key benefits of working with micro-influencers. Now I'm gonna turn it over to you. Are you working with micro-influencers today? If so, in what capacity? Are they producing posts for you? Are they producing reels? What's worked for you on the micro-influencer front? Go ahead and leave a comment below and let me know what's happening for you in the micro-influencer space.